Huh. Can you imagine a world without tech news? I wouldn't want to live there. No. New photos and videos of Google's unreleased Pixel 3 XL have hit the web along with detailed info because nothing is sacred anymore. What's the point? The XL has a huge notch, all glass body, no headphone jack, 2 selfie cameras on the front, and 1 camera on the back, along with a fingerprint reader. It's got a 2960 by 1440 display, 4 gigs of RAM, and a Qualcomm chip that is most likely a Snapdragon 845. Inside the box is what looks like a wired USB Type-C version of the Pixel Buds, along with a USB-C to 3.5mm dongle, USB-C to USB-A adapter, and the actual charging cable. We still have yet to see any cool software tricks Google might have up its sleeve, but for me, seeing all this is kind of like hearing that Snape kills Dumbledore right before I start the Sorcerer's Stone. Sorry if I ruined it. You had like 13 years. This has been a long time coming. Magic Leap, the initially much hyped and subsequently much less hyped augmented reality startup, has finally released the developer version of their headset, the Magic Leap 1 Creator Edition, for $2,295 US. The headset itself is actually called the Lightwear. It relies on a small wearable computer called the Light Pack, powered by an NVIDIA system on chip, and there's also a handheld controller called the Control. It's taking off the E on the R there just really makes it a lot quicker to say. Early impressions of the mixed reality getup are mixed. The experience is apparently not that much different from Microsoft's HoloLens, which launched more than 2 years ago. Software seems to be limited to a handful of demos, including one that puts visuals to music from Sigur Rós, that's kind of cool, and Project Create, a creative game with various modules. And on top of that, right before Magic Leap launched the headset, the company's VP of marketing left the company. So it's not obvious what the future of Magic Leap holds or whether it brings anything to the table that wasn't there already, other than a mediocre 3D model. Because if you can put a 3D model like on the table. I'm being very harsh. Why? Why can't I be nice? I don't know. Something's wrong with me inside. And this is a main story just because I'm super hyped about it. Nintendo released a ton of new details about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for Switch. Yes. Castlevania mainstay Simon Belmont is coming as a playable character, along with Richter as an Echo Fighter. That's like a copy of the character with slight variation.
It's Belmont.
Belmont?
It's Belmont. You just misspoke. It's Simon Belmont.
Apparently it's Simon Belmont, not Belfont. I guess I'm not as big a fan of it as I thought I was. Dark Samus and Fire Emblem's Chrom are also coming as Echo Fighters, and of all characters, they're putting Donkey Kong's villain King K.Rool in as a playable character as well. Okay. So that means Ultimate so far has 73 playable fighters, 103 stages, and 800 music tracks that you can put into playlists and listen to while the Switch's screen is off, if you're into that. I don't even have a joke about all this stuff, I'm just really excited. I don't even have a Switch yet. Speaking of switching, time to switch to today's Quick Bits, brought to you by Private Internet Access VPN. If you're looking for an easy-to-use VPN solution that gives you real privacy, like cutting your internet cord and communicating via those cups connected with strings, you know what I'm talking about, then look no farther than PIA. They've got servers in 28 countries to help you get around geo-blocking, multiple options for strong encryption that keep your data out of the hands of snoops, DNS leak protection to protect your browsing history, and even PIA Mace, a built-in tracker and malware blocker. So, for a secure, multi-platform browsing experience, go check out PIA at the link below. And now, is Quick Bits. Lenovo has inadvertently published detailed specs of AMD's unannounced Ryzen 3 2300X and Ryzen 5 2500X CPUs in the info for their latest ThinkCentre desktops. Even though they're mid-range, they're unlocked because a budget shouldn't get in an enthusiast way. Security firm TrustWave has released a tool called Social Mapper, which can use facial recognition to track one person across multiple social networks. And although that sounds creepy, the idea is that bad hacker people already have tools like this. So this one is intended to help security professionals keep up. But can't you just release it like privately to those professionals and then, instead of releasing it publicly? Anki's Cosmo robot is getting an upgrade. Now called Vector, it no longer needs a phone connection, has an HD 120-degree camera, and responds to Alexa-style commands. Its character interactions are designed by former Pixar employees. And it's on Kickstarter now for $200 US. Is it possible to love a robot? Of course it is. mechanics are kind of weird though. Samsung and Intel are both launching QLC SSDs. The first one is a 4TB SATA SSD, and the second is an NVMe M.2 SSD, that is, in up to 2TB capacities. While QLC is slightly slower than TLC, it's much more dense, meaning that more QLC in the market is better for price to capacity ratios. If you didn't know, QLC stands for Quender Loving Care. Not sure why. And EA rep said in a recent interview that the company has created a moral compass to help it avoid repeating the mistakes made with Star Wars Battlefront 2, like the pay-to-win loot box system, which permanently damaged the game's reputation in the community. It's almost like a lot of Star Wars fans have brains and maybe shouldn't be treated as dumb masses of people with endless pockets of cash to hand over to Disney, because then you get Solo. All right, that's it for Techlinked, I guess. I know it's sad, but trust me, the night is always darkest before the dawn. Subscribing and liking the video helps the dawn arrive faster. Disliking is also okay, if that's really the kind of person you are.